When we visit a new city, we always like to take on local recommendations because it's sort of the best way to like immerse
to get like an authentic experience. I guess. Yeah.
So in this video, we've got a couple of things that we've been recommended by our Airbnb host, which we're stoked about. But last night was pretty crazy.
It was insane.
It was weird for us, right? That was a unique experience.
It was cool, yeah.
So we went to Zagreb's football match at the stadium, the local stadium here, and they were playing against the second place team. And like there was fire. There was
yeah. There was a lot going on. There was like chanting. I've never seen fans that are that intense and that in time. That symmetrical.
Oh, it was perfect. It was like synchronized swimming of chants. We've been to stadiums and seen like, you know, the Mexican waves or
the standard
people
stuff.
chanting, but this is like organized. They're called I've got it on my computer here. Bad Blue Boys is the supportive team of the Zagreb Dinamo team, and so
they're crazy.
We'll take you on a little journey here. So everything started off all fine. There was some great support going on in the stadium. Everybody was really happy. Back it up.
What about the fact that we nearly didn't get in?
Oh yeah, that's true.
There was something on the tickets about having to print them off. And then we get there.
You never have to print that
And
stuff.
they've got those like, turnstile things,
yeah.
but like full body ones. And you have to put a paper ticket in to be able to get through. So we like casually walk down the side of all these like, this big gate. There's police everywhere. It's like intense. And Dane like hands over his phone with our e-tickets on it. And is like,
e-tickets.
Hi there.
We're just checking in.
That guy was funny. He was like, no, you need to print it.
We were like, I said to him, because it was semi-broken English, it was like, oh, but we're passing through, we don't have a printer. And he was like, I can see that.
I know. He was like getting real sassy with us, but he was lovely.
All right, so enough about my failures. So the game was going really well. There was an awesome crowd, people just sort of chanting, and everyone really in good spirits. Then Zagreb scored a goal, so we were up 1-0. Everything seems good. Then phase 2 was when the flags came out, and the flags were like perfectly distributed. This is
practice.
The thing.
It wasn't their first time.
This is the thing, not their first rodeo. Things started to turn a little bit when it went 1-1. The chants increased.
They had like a big drum as well. There was a dude like drumming away, and then all of a sudden we started to see smoke.
And then this happened. Pretty crazy for us to see, because that does not happen in New Zealand, and now we can understand why when we were trying to get in that there were police in like SWAT style armored gear, and there was like firemen around, and
also everyone's lighters got confiscated off them as we were coming in. We both got, well, everybody got a pat down to make sure, like an intense one too, to make sure that you're not like bringing in any like flares in or anything, but obviously they got them through.
It looked like flares, not like they were like lighting flares and then throwing them onto the field.
On our Insta story, someone was like, those people are on fire. And we were like, guys, we wouldn't just casually post a video of people in the middle of a fire.
So that was our experience last night. Anyway, now we're going to head off and go into town and go and tick off a couple more local experiences that we've been told about. So we've already tried Croatian coffee. That was obviously the first thing that we did. Oh, you're getting some rain on you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like as soon as September hit, It was like, summer's over.
Yeah, that's it, guys. So it's like 18 degrees, was it? 18 or 19 today. Yeah, so we have tried Croatian coffee. That is the first local recommendation. But we've had another recommendation from our host to try Turkish
coffee, which is like, I think it's heated up in sand.
It sounds really, really interesting. So we're fascinated to see what the process is and if it tastes different as well.
Yeah.
We don't really, it's obviously not Croatian, but for some reason...
Is it gritty?
Yeah, it's really grainy. For some reason, it's a recommendation we've had while we're in Croatia, so we figure, let's go check it out.
Zagreb's a pretty walkable city, which is lucky because of the rain. I think it was about a 5-minute walk from our place, and we'd actually spotted it once before, just walking past.
So the shop is called, or the cafe is called Ahhh. We actually asked how to say that, so I'm hoping I got that as close as possible. And once we walked in, you could definitely feel the heat from around the counter, but they had a little cover over it. And we spoke to the lady there, and apparently the sand is the best way to control the heat of the coffee.
Wow.
Yep.
So that's just mixed instantly in there because of the heat.
You want to saw this?
Can you see it inside?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And when she's up, she for like 10 seconds.
Oh, I can see it moving inside.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Wow, it's starting to bubble up.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That means it's already.
It's really thick.
Yeah, another Turkish coffee.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We happened to be there during the time that they were roasting the beans, so the machines were super loud, and also the music was super loud too, so we couldn't really chat too much.
It's a pretty cool cafe, so they've got music going and a bit of an atmosphere in there. But anyway, the Turkish coffee was definitely bitter and the buzz was really, really strong, which was awesome. But there was a grittiness to it that you could see, and we weren't really expecting that.
No, I joked about the grittiness earlier.
Yeah, but we were joking about the sand and not actual coffee in it. And then we had this little taster on the side of our plate, which we didn't actually know what the name was, but the only thing we can relate it to is a Turkish delight, which most people would know, except for this thing was like 50 times better than any Turkish delight we've ever had.
This would explain the grittiness. You get coffee in all. You get all of the grinds, absolutely everything that was mixed in amongst the sand is all in the mix. So I thought I had half a coffee to go, but I didn't. Next thing I know, I had like grains in my mouth, and was like a lot of this bitterness. Yeah, absolutely delicious though. I actually really enjoyed that, and the latte as well. Double latte for 18. Yeah, 17 actually was really, really good too. We found a gap in the rain to make our way,
I feel like I need
our way
little
back.
windscreen wipers on
Yeah.
my glasses.
What do you think of the coffee?
Okay, so I know in one of the recent vlogs where we went to Cogito Coffee, I was like, wow, this is the best coffee I've had in a long time. Scratch that, it was still great,
Yeah.
but this was even better. We got a double shot latte and Turkish coffee, and the double shot latte tasted like what we're used to.
Homely.
It was homely.
It was
I loved it.
really, really nice. And the Turkish coffee really surprised us.
Yeah.
I mean, as you would have just seen, I didn't expect all that like grit to still be at the bottom, but it was really,
Good surprises and weird surprises.
Yeah.
That coffee.
it was really bitter. And she asked how much we wanted to balance out the bitterness with sweetness, and we sort of went middle of the road, and it was just a perfect balance.
Yeah,
Really?
I preferred the latte.
Yeah,
the Turkish
I quite like bitter coffee. There's one in Bali that we drink, which is just the local coffee, and it's basically just black like that, quite gritty, and it's got a bit more texture than normal coffee, and not as smooth, but it's really, really delicious. So I thought he yelled out, "There's a vlogger," and I was like, "Oh, that's awkward. We don't like to." Because of the rain, we had planned on going to St. Mark's Cathedral.
St. Mark's.
Oh, church, sorry.
There's a tunnel
Yeah.
that was like
built for World War II, and also around that area is a broken relationships museum, which sounds interesting. I don't know if we were going to go in, but
We will do that next time. Instead, because it's raining, we're going to cut this one a little bit shorter, and we're going to go and have to buy a new microphone. This one's been playing up in the wind, and we want to make sure we've got the best mic possible for when we go on our cruise and we're out on the boat and all that sort of stuff up and down the coastline of Croatia and around to some of the islands.
I'm so excited. Hopefully the weather's better for us.
So that's it for this one. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you in the comments.
Bye.
Bye.